Welcome back to Inside Texas Politics. Texas Republicans have always been able to count on Collin County. But for the first time in 30 years, a Democrat will represent parts of Plano in the state legislature. This is a seat drawn for Democrats, but they had to fight hard to win it. Mihaela E Plesa came out on top. She is a Democrat and the new representative-elect for House District 70. Representative-elect Plesa, congratulations on your win during the election. You're the first Democrat elected to represent Collin County in the legislature in more than 3 decades. What do you think your win represents?
Well, our win is definitely historic. It definitely shows that Texans and Collin County are ready for change. We were able to take this moment in time and build a movement around it.
This seat was redrawn for Democrats, actually. It was cut down to mostly just Plano from a massive part of the northern section of Collin County. But you won by less than 2%. Why do you think it was so close, considering it was redrawn for Democrats?
Well, look, the Republicans were going to do anything they could after this very important redistricting cycle to hold on to the seat. And they spent over $3 million against us in our general and in our primary. We had a very, very competitive primary. But like I've been telling everybody, they can outspend us, but they will not outwork us. And so we took the time to knock on every door in HD 70 and ask those constituents, what can their government do for them? And we started every conversation like that. So, I believe that it doesn't really matter how much money somebody has. It's really about the message and about the messenger that's putting that message out.
You already have some legislative experience working for other lawmakers over the last 6 years, but this is a different role for you. You are actually the lawmaker now. What is priority number one for you?
Well, I'm so happy to say that, like I said on the campaign trail, experience matters. So I am one of the first or the first Democratic freshman to actually file bills in the pre-filing section of bill filing right now. So I currently have a bill on the books, House Bill 733, and that's public health. I ran on public health, public education, fixing our grid, making sure we restore our rights. So those are going to be my priorities. Plano ISD is one of the largest recapture districts in the state. That means that we send back millions of dollars from our public education money, right? So I would like to see a fix on that, and that in turn will help property taxes, right? That will make sure that property owners aren't, carrying the burden of school finance.
You're walking in as the minority here. How are you going to work across the aisle to actually get things done, get things passed?
Well, that actually is what I feel most comfortable with. As a legislative director working for members in the minority party for the last 6 years, I have learned how to be successful. Representative Ray Lopez passed 6 bills last session and a constitutional amendment. And that was because we worked across the aisle. That was because we were able to build those relationships with committee members and members on the floor and show that the legislation that we're filing is not just beneficial to our districts. The bills that I'm filing aren't just going to be beneficial to HD 70. They're going to be beneficial to the entire state. And when you approach members and say that your constituents are gonna want this, they have a tendency to listen. So I feel very confident going in and know that we're going to do the work and we're going to bring results back to our district.
Representative-elect will be watching to see what happens. Thank you for the time. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful and ready to get to work.